Hello everybody, welcome to Coco's Crochet. I'm Litsa and today I'm bringing you a little thank you video for our hosts of the Vita Shawl Crochet Along or CAL. Now this was hosted by our lovely friends known as the 3 in Glasses, and those of you who may not know about this little crochet along, I'll talk to you about it today. I'll show you my shawl and then direct you to all of their wonderful videos. Now they did do a huge reveal video today, which I'll also talk to you about, so you can go and watch that if you haven't already done so. And this is why I thought I'd take this opportunity after they put it out there for me to also show you mine in support of them, and also to show you the gorgeous shawl that I created thanks to their beautiful crochet along. Otherwise I would not have crocheted my own shawl. So who are the 3 in Glasses? For those of you who don't know, they're our 3 friends: Sam from Manfors Makes, Amanda from Obsessive Crochet Lady, and Rebekah from Suricata Crafts. Now these 3 wonderful friends put together a crochet along known as the Bella Vita shawl. Now I will show you my shawl in a moment. So what they did about 2 months ago now, they came on and invited all of us to join in. They had chosen one shawl pattern each, then we all got to vote, and the winning shawl was chosen by Rebekah, and it is, as we know it as, the Bella Vita shawl. Now on all of their channels, if you go back, and if you haven't already seen them, please go and watch all the videos from beginning to end, and they show you each and every step of the way how it was created. We had a block, I think it was about 2 weeks, to do 25 rows, then the next 25 rows, and the final 25 rows in the border, which is where we're at right now. Now the crochet along does end in actual fact on the 31st of July, which is tomorrow, because here in Sydney, Australia, it's Sunday the 30th of July. And then I do believe that each and every one of them will put on another video to showcase on their own channels, the shawl that they created. But today, about 8 hours ago, and please go and watch it on Sam's channel, Manfors Makes, they did a live reveal of all of their shawls. Now all of us that have created a shawl have the opportunity to send it across to Rebekah as well via her email, and she'll put together a little, like all the photos of everyone's, like a little collage type thing, and show everyone's shawls. Now I do believe that some of our yarny friends have also joined in. Shirley definitely has, I know Thea has, and I do believe Josephine has as well. So you'll get to see all their shawls as well, and I'm going to send my photo across after I finish here tonight too, because I'd love for it to be in the montage. Is that the correct word, guys? I think so. Anyway, before I show you my shawl, and I did finish it this morning, so it's actually hot off the hook, literally. I was so very excited to get it done on time. I'll tell you a little bit about the yarn that I used. Now this is a very, very lightweight shawl, and I actually went up a hook size compared to the one that the designer recommended. So I used this yarn here. Now I do believe, because our friend Fran from up north did say to us that this is a Karen skinny cake, because I actually use my millends. Now I tried to search for this color so I could give you the colorway, but I don't think it exists anymore. I had 2 bags at the time, and I have used 1 whole bag, which is 400 grams less this little bit here. So I actually did weigh my shawl, and it's, I think, at 332 grams. So when I show it to you, so there wasn't very much left at all. So I currently have 2 balls of this yarn left, so I can create something else. Now you will see that it is definitely a skinny yarn. And when you look at the stats for it, when I looked it up, because it's currently on sale for anyone in Australia at Spotlight. Usually they're $18 a cake, but it's currently at $12.60. Now you get 250 grams in a skinny cake, which is 727 meters. It does recommend that you use a 4mm hook, and it is an 8-ply yarn, which is like a DK weight yarn, but it just seems a little bit thinner to me. Regardless, it's actually a beautiful yarn to work with, and I finally got an opportunity to use the millends that I had purchased as well. I do know that I also have another 2 bags, but this one's rainbow, so I'll probably be creating something beautiful, hopefully in the near future with that. But I don't know if this colorway still exists, but I'm sure if you wanted to use a similar yarn, you can find a colorway that you like, because I think from memory there's at least 8 or 10 colors available to us. Now, I used a 4.5mm hook to achieve the drape that I wanted, and also the size, because I didn't want it to be small. And also I am a tight crocheter. I usually do like to go up a hook size when I'm crocheting DK, using DK weight yarn. Generally I do a 5, but I thought I'd stick to the 4.5, being a shawl. And it actually turned out to be very, very pretty, and I can't wait to show it to you and use it, because it is a lightweight yarn. I'll be able to, and it is 100% acrylic, guys, for those of you that may not know. It is going to be trans-seasonal, so I can wear it, in the summer, the autumn, and also in the winter months. Possibly not in the summer. I don't think, it might be a bit warm. But mine actually ended up being a really good size. My wingspan, because I am 5'5", which is about 165 centimeters. It's pretty much 160 to 165 centimeters. So it's turned out to be a really nice size. Now, a little bit about the pattern without giving it all away, but it is a free pattern. If you go to the website, I've forgotten the Westwood, I think it's Rita Westwood, but don't quote me on the name of the designer. I will have, if you go into the description box later, you'll be able to see who the shawl is by, but it is known as the Bella Vita shawl. It's absolutely beautiful. It uses very simple basic stitches that most of us know, even beginners would know. So it uses basically double crochets, some single crochets, chain stitches, and it does use the puff stitch, which you can find a myriad of tutorials, even on my channel. So if you're looking for one, please go and look into our stitch library and you will find one in there, because we used it for our crochet along this year of our stitch sampler blanket. So they're pretty much the only stitches that you needed to use, and also half double crochets, because the border is absolutely gorgeous. And let me tell you, I will definitely be using this border in future makes, not just shawls. I was imagining a beautiful, like a delicate baby blanket with it, or even a chunkier one. It's actually a beautiful border, and I'll show it to you in a moment. So that's pretty much it. A very beginner friendly pattern. You can also buy it, I believe. You can pay for it if you wish to and get the PDF version, but I wrote mine out in a little book and I ticked it off as I went along. It is 75 rows, as I mentioned earlier, plus the border, and it does you can crochet it quite quickly if you sit down and take your time. I think I've had 3 sittings to complete it in, because at one stage, even though it was very, very long, it was just rows and rows of double crochet at the end. US terminology, guys, for all of those that aren't sure what terminology I'm using. So without any further ado, let me show you some of my shawl. I've folded it up so you can actually see it, and then I'll unfold it at the end. Now, it does need blocking. I haven't washed it or blocked it. I generally don't block things, but I think when I wash it and I stretch it out a little bit, to lay it out flat to dry, it should be okay. So let me just show you here. I love the colors. Now, I did no color controlling, guys, because when you're wearing it, you won't be able to tell. So as you can see here, we've got the puff stitches. They're absolutely gorgeous. And then we've got rows of these like window stitches, and then this version as well, and then rows and rows of the double crochet. So as I said, it is quite a simple pattern to follow, and it is really nice. You can actually, watch TV or whatever and do it, or your YouTube videos. And there's the gorgeous border. How pretty is that? Now, to make the border, basically what you do is you do a half double crochet, a double crochet, a 2 chain picot, a double crochet, and a half double crochet, and they're anchored down by a single crochet on either side. So as I said, how gorgeous is that, guys? Imagine you could use that to trim, or border many a project, washcloths even, like I said, blankets, other shawls, scarves. I'm sure we can use it in a myriad of projects, because I think it's absolutely gorgeous, in my opinion anyway. Now, this is the colorway that I use. Like I said, I'm sorry, I don't know what it's called, but here it is, just a little bit there so you can see how it works out, and I will open it up for you. Now, be mindful, as I said, it does need blocking, guys. So here it is here. it's really, actually might even be longer than me, taller than me. Yeah, you know what? I actually think it is a bit taller. It might be going to maybe 180 centimeters. So there it is, guys, up close. Look at the beautiful colors in it. I absolutely love it. Let me just pop it on for you just for a moment so you can see how big it really is. Oh my goodness, it's almost a hoodie. There you go. So here it is here. Absolutely love it. There's the little trim on it. How pretty is that? And let me tell you, it is very, very warm. It is very, very long. Look at this, guys. It goes right down. Very, very pretty. So there we are, another little shawl to my collection, which I absolutely love. I actually love all these colors. I don't think it had as much purple in this cake as I would have liked, but I love the hot pink as well, and the yellows and the grays, and there's even a little bit of blue in there. So it is actually a very beautiful cake of yarn. So I got very lucky with those in my millions. Now, I did mention earlier that they're on sale at the moment, the skinny cakes. $12.60. Well, let me tell you, I paid for a whole bag of millions at the time, probably around $8. So I think that that's a really good price to pay for a beautiful shawl like this. So I am very, very pleased with the end result. So once again, thank you so much, 3 in Glasses, for putting on this cowl for us. It's been an absolute pleasure joining in with all of you. I've really enjoyed watching your progress videos. At one stage, we were all thinking, oh, we're going to, make it to the finish line. And believe me, guys, this is a stress-free cowl, as the girls are always saying. So if you haven't actually started it, you can start it any time you wish. And if you want to make another one, of course, you may do that as well. In the future, who knows, I might be grabbing some other yarn, maybe even the rainbow color, because it is such a beautiful pattern to follow. So thank you for joining me so I can show you my little reveal of the Bella Vita shawl. And please go and watch Sam, Amanda and Rebekah. You will definitely enjoy all their videos. Show them some love and support as well, because they've done a beautiful job of putting this cowl on for us all. So thank you once again. I hope you're all keeping well, and if you have crocheted or are in the process of crocheting the Bella Vita shawl, please let us know down in the comments. I'd love to see who else has joined us, and I look forward to seeing the little photo montage when Rebekah puts it all together. So I must take a nice photo of my shawl so I can send it to her as well. So on that lovely note, I shall say take care, everybody, and I shall see you all again in another video. Bye bye for now.